Hello children, today we will do means of communication. Class 3 SST chapter 10 means of communication. So before starting this chapter, let me tell you what is communication. So what is communication, children? Communication means sharing information or providing entertainment. Okay, so communication means sharing information. So how do we share information? We either talk, write, or we can wave our hand, isn't it? And we can move our hands and convey our message to people around us. So these are the ways of communication. So today we will do means of communication. There is not only one, but there are many means of communication which helps us. Okay, so that is why means of communication is one of the important chapters of our SST. So we will first start with page 59. You will open your book, class 3 SST chapter 10 means of communication, and you will open your book to page 59. Now when you see your book, the first page, page 59, looks how it looks like this, isn't it? Means of communication. These are some examples which are given as means of communication. Okay, have you all understood? Now we will start with a chapter. We will read through the chapter and then I will explain you as we go through the chapter. Okay, so you have to listen very carefully. We will start with the introduction. Means of communication, introduction. Communication is sharing information or providing entertainment by speaking, writing, or other methods. So first we come to know is that communication is sharing information. So it is sharing information. Okay, what would have happened, children, if we couldn't have communicated with each other? What would have happened? What would have happened is that we would not be able to express our feelings to the other people, isn't it? Whatever we feel, we try to say to the other people by speaking. We either speak. If the person is far away, we write letters, isn't it? Or other methods, like if we cannot speak, what we do, we move our hands and we let others know what are our feelings, what do we want, isn't it? So communication is sharing information or providing entertainment by speaking, writing, or other methods. People communicate in many ways, such as by talking, by moving their hands, by writing letters, etc. The means used to communicate, that is sending messages or news to person or masses, are called means of communication. Means, what we have learned just now, we have learned that people communicate in many ways, such as by talking, by moving their hands, and by writing letters. And the means of communication is not only to one person or two person. We can also communicate to mass. Masses means a crowd of people. Okay, when we are standing in a public meeting and we are addressing to the crowd, isn't it? That is, we are communicating to the mass. Okay, mass of people, crowd of people, that is called masses, are called means of communication. So we are sending messages or news to people or masses. Next we will come to personal communication.
Start.
Personal communication. So let us first understand what is personal communication. The exchange of information between people is known as personal communication. When we are personally communicating, isn't it, with people. Personal communication include private letters, telephone, telegraphs and couriers. Okay. So private letters, telephone, telegraphs and couriers are all personal communication. So we will read through this chapter through personal communication and understand clearly what do we mean by personal communication. People communicate in many ways, including talking, writing, using telephone and by sending a telegram. So people communicate in many ways, isn't it? We either communicate through talking, when we are talking with anyone, any person, okay, in any casual talk, anything what we are talking with people around, that is also communication and it comes under personal communication. Then writing, when we are writing telegraphs or private letters or telegraphs, these are also personal communication. When people who stay very far away, children, then we need to write letters, isn't it, or telegraphs, isn't it? So these we are communicating it through writing. We write these messages and we send it to the concerned people, and these are private letters and telegraphs, and these are under personal communication. Then using telephone is also personal communication. If we don't feel like writing letter, because writing letters might take some time, isn't it, and we instantly want to talk to some person who is far away. So what we do, we use telephone, we call, we talk over the phone, isn't it? So it is distance is there, the person is far away, and yet we want to communicate to that person, which it might be very urgent or something like that. Then over the telephone, if we converse over the telephone, if we talk to the person, then we are communicating with that person, okay, with that concerned person. So that also comes under personal communication. Got it, children? So we have till now learnt about private letters, when we are writing letters, telegraphs and telephone, isn't it? These are all personal communication. And by sending a telegram is also when we are writing telegram, okay. This type of communication is called personal communication. So people communicate in many ways, isn't it? By talking, writing, by using telephone and by sending a telegram, and these are all personal communication. Now, without personal communication, parents would not know what their children need, isn't it? Children are very small, okay, and if the children does not speak out what they need, suppose you need a pencil, isn't it? You are also children, you also have lots of feelings, you also have some needs, isn't it? So how come your parent will know? Because you have to open up, you have to talk to your parent, isn't it? So if you are talking to your parent, that means you are communicating, isn't it, to your parents. So the same thing is given over here. Children, without personal communication, parents would not know what their children need. What their children need, they the parents know only when their child opens up their mouth, only when the child communicated with to their parents. Okay. Teachers could not help their students to learn. A teacher is teaching children, okay, but unless and until the teacher gets the feedback of what the child is understanding, what the child can take up in his mind or her mind, the teacher will not be able to understand that how the children are coping up, whether they have understood or not. So what does the teacher do? The teacher also asks questions and the children also answer them. So they are doing what? They are communicating. Okay. So the teacher would also not understand the child's need unless and until the child gives the answer back, isn't it? Teachers could not help their students to learn even. Friends could not make plan with one another. People could not share knowledge. So if there were no talking, there were no communicating, then people would not know the feelings of other people. The people would not be able to share their own feelings with other people, isn't it? And so there would have been lack. The communication would have brought a lack. The people would not know what is happening around. Okay, so these are all made up with communication. Okay, so friends could not make plan. Friends make plan, no, that on my birthday party we will do this, we will do that, we will go for a picnic someday or whatever. So friends chat, friends talk with each other, they communicate to each other and they make plans. Okay, and people could not share knowledge. Okay, if we are not talking, if we are not speaking to someone, we are not sharing knowledge. Okay, so communication, this is another point, very helpful point, very important point, that communication helps us in sharing knowledge. Okay, the teachers are also teaching, that means they are communicating and they are sharing their knowledge, isn't it, with the children, isn't it? Now next we will come to letters.
Start.
Next we will move to page number 60. Turn your page to page 60. What we can see? We can see letters. These are letters. Okay. Now you can see the picture of post office, isn't it, in your book? You can all see this picture in your book. This is the picture of a post office. Okay. Have you all opened to this page and you all can see this picture? This is a post office. Okay children, have you all ever visited post office? Okay, what can we see in a post office? We can see the postmaster, isn't it? And we can see letters, parcels, couriers and stamps, and we can see a post bag of a postman. Okay, we can also see letter boxes, isn't it? What is the color of letter box? It is red in color and it has black also, isn't it? So we can see so many things when we go into a post office. Now children, what can you all tell why we go to post offices? We go to post offices to send letters, isn't it, or couriers or telegrams or telegraphs. Okay, so there we go to post office for all these various work. Okay, so post office, whenever we think about post office or letters, what do we think about? We also think about Postman, isn't it? So postman, he does what? He delivers letters, isn't it? So what are letters? Letters are the written news or written messages that we are sending to people who are far off. Okay, people who live very far off, people who live to very far off places, we cannot communicate with them, isn't it? Personally. So we do what? We write letters to people who stay very far away from us. So the first is the letters. Letters are the most popular means of personal communication. When we are talking about personal communication, we are talking about letters, because letters are the most popular means of personal communication. Even before telephone, okay, letters were used, okay, and so letters is one of the most important means of personal communication. We write letters to our friends and relatives and also receive letters from them. We not only write letters but we also receive letters. Okay. Earlier when there was no phone, no telephone and no computer, then what we used to do? We used to, if we had to deliver any message, if we had to give any message, we used to write letters and we used to post them in the post office. Okay. And then the postman used to take out the letter and used to deliver them to the people to whom it has been written. Okay. So letters are the most popular and the oldest mean of personal communication. Okay, got it, children? And we not only write letters to our friends, but our friends and relatives can also write letters back to us. Okay, we can also send letters as well as of letters. When we are talking to letters, we can know that there are 3 types of letters: postcard, inland letters and stamped letters. So there are how many types of letters? There are postcard, inland letters and stamped letters. Now there are post offices all over the country. There are letter boxes in all the towns and cities. So there in all over the country we have post offices. Okay, there are post offices all over the country. There are letter boxes also in all the towns and cities. So all the towns and cities also have letter boxes. What do we do in the letter boxes? We drop a letter, isn't it? We when we write a letter, and so we drop it in the letter box so that the postman comes and collects it and then he will go to the post office and he will the further procedures will be done. After writing a letter, we post it. That is why we need letter boxes, isn't it? After writing a letter, we post the letter. It takes 2 or 3 days to reach the address. So letters do not instantly reaches the person we are sending, isn't it? It takes 2 to 3 days for the letter to reach to the person we are writing it to. We can send urgent letters through courier, mail or speed post. If there is some urgency and we need to send the letter very urgently, we have to send it through courier, mails or speed post. So it takes 2 to 3 days to reach the address. We can send urgent letters through courier, mails or speed post if we have any urgency, if we have to deliver the message very urgently. So letters were one of the most important popular means of communication. But due to urgency, due to need of urgency, what had happened, letters, you can see that letters take 2 to 3 days at least to reach to the person. So what we have come up with telephone. Telephone is what? We just pick up the receiver and we dial the number and we get the person whom we desire to speak to, isn't it, to the other side. So telephone is much more faster, isn't it, and it is instant. And if we have any urgent messages to deliver, telephone is the best method, because letters take some time, isn't it? Even if it is going by speed post or whatever, but still it takes time. But telephone is instant. We just have to dial the number and we can talk to the person whom we desire to speak. So next we come to is telephone. Telephone is used for conveying messages personally in one's voice. The most important thing is that when we are speaking in telephone, we can hear the voice of that person. Letters are what we are writing, and the reader or the person who is receiving the letter can only read the scripts, read whatever is written. But when we are talking to that person, we can directly talk, we can hear the voice of the person, isn't it? We can give or receive message over the telephones. Same way, the letters, we can receive letter as well as we can send letters. In the same way, telephone also we can receive telephones, and we can also call someone. We can also call someone over the telephone. So we can give or receive message over the telephone. So letters and telephones are personal communication. So I hope you have understood. So let us first again go back to what we have studied in means of communication. The first we have studied is what is communication. Okay, communication means sharing information or providing entertainment. Whenever we are speaking to someone, okay, we are communicating with that person. We are communicating, okay. And communication is very, very, very important, because unless and until we communicate, we will not be able to understand other people's feeling. We cannot convey our messages, our feelings to other people. What we feel, how we feel, we cannot convey it to other people. So communication is very, very important for us. Communication is what? It is sharing information. Whatever information we have, we give it to others. We are sharing or providing entertainment by speaking, writing, or other methods. And these are all ways of communication. People communicate by talking, writing, moving their hands, etc. Okay. So these all we have studied today. Means of used to communicate to a person or masses are called means of communication. So what do we mean by means of communication? Means of communications are means used to communicate to person or masses are called means of communication, like letters, telephone, telegram, telegraphs. These are all means of communication through which we communicate with each other. Then we had talked about personal communication, which means exchange of communication between people. That is called personal communication, which includes letter, telephones, and telegraph, couriers. These all come under personal communication. We have also talked about letters. Letters were one of the most popular means of personal communication we have learnt, isn't it? It was one of the oldest means of communication, when at the time when there was no telephones, so we used to give a message, write a message on letters, and we used to post it, isn't it? Even before that, if you all have heard children, in times of kings and queens, with what they used to do, they used to tie whatever message they want to deliver to pigeons' feet, isn't it? They used to write the letter, and they used to make a scroll out of that paper. They used to scroll it, and they used to tie it onto the feet of the pigeon. This was how kings and queens used to send their messages through writing their messages on a piece of paper and tying it to the feet of the pigeon. Okay, so these were even more earlier to letters, and then came the letters, where came the post offices, the post letter boxes, and the postman delivering the letters, and it took almost 2 to 3 days to reach the address. And if there are urgent letters, then they are sent through courier mails or speed post. And there are 3 types of letters: postcard, Indian letters, and stamped letters. Okay, and then we came to telephone. Telephone is one of the most common mean of communication nowadays, isn't it? Now it has become the most easiest and most common means of communication in today's world, because we don't have to wait for our letters to reach after 2 to 3 days. Whatever important information we have, whatever important message we want to deliver, we deliver it through telephone. We just pick up the phone and we dial the number, and we can speak to the person to whom we want to speak to whom we desire. So children, I hope you all have understood whatever we have done today in means of communication. We will stop here only today. We have done introduction, we have done personal communication. Under personal communication, we have done letters and telephones. So I hope you all have understood what is personal communication. Personal communication is the exchange of information between people. Okay, and it is through personal communication include private letters, telephone, telegraph, couriers. But we have only done letters and telephone. Okay, in personal communication. In our next class, we will start with mass communication. Mass communication is when we are talking to mass group of people, many people. Okay, so that is different, and so I have stopped over here, and we in our next class we will talk about how people, lots of people at one time can get knowledge, can get some message. Okay, so that is called mass communication. That we will do it in our next class. So I just want you all to go through whatever you all have done till now, and then you all can just underline important spellings, because in half yearly I have seen many of you all are making silly mistakes in spellings. So you all can underline communication spelling from page 59. First line, communication spelling, information spelling. So you can see over here, spelling of communication is there. Over here, communication spelling, information spelling, entertainment spelling. Okay, then you can also underline speaking, talking, writing. These are all important spellings that you all can underline, and you all can learn. Then for personal communication also you can underline personal communication, telephone spelling, telegram spelling. Okay, and then we can move to second page. We have done letters, isn't it? In letters we can talk about relatives and inland letters, stamped letters, letter boxes, courier mail, speed post. You can learn all these spellings. And over here you can learn in telephone conveying messages personally. Okay, these spellings you all can underline and you all can learn. This will help you all when you all will write your answers. Okay, just prepare yourself from now only, because now you will have lots of time. You are at home, you all can prepare yourself through these spellings. Okay, and I want you all to learn the definition of communication. From new words, when you go to page, in this new words you can learn the definition of communication: telephone, telegraph, couriers. Communication is sharing information or providing entertainment. Telephone, an instrument that converts sound into a form that can be transmitted to other locations. Telegraph, a communication system that uses coded messages or unmodulated electric impulses. And couriers, a modern way of communication used to send things or post very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 you can learn from new words. Okay. So I hope you all have understood well, and I hope you all can understand, and you all can do whatever I have asked you all to do. Learn the spellings that I have asked you all to do, because now is the time you can prepare for your next assessment. Okay. So thank you children, and bye for now.